What up? What up? I don't know. Are we live? Are we live? I'm not sure if we're live yet. I just jumped into this game. We're getting. It's about to be the semifinals, but we're gonna get a little. We're gonna get a little treat in here first. I'm actually going to play versus the Korean Thanks here to give him a warm up game. He just woke up. He needs a little warm up game. So your boy, before he even turns any lights on, before he even puts on the lava lamp, he's gonna do his job as not only a caster but a warmer upper here. What a great guy here, just doing everything he can to make the SCW experience the ultimate professional experience for every individual involved here. So, yeah, hopefully I get a... It'd be awesome if I beat him, actually, but we're going to see just how good he is. You're going to see a first-person view of just how good this player is before we observe him against Move Slayer. Your boy Tony G is going to fight against the Korean Thanks. I've never beaten him before. I've played a couple times, but he's beaten me every single time. I've played like 4 times, I think. 4 or 5 times. And yeah, he beat me every single time. Make sure our sound is good. Make that a little bit louder. I know sometimes I forget about that. Because I don't use it a lot in the game. Unless I'm going super tryhard, I guess. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Korean Slayer. Actually, we don't... Usually, you want your opponent to be Zerg, but his main race is Zerg. And his Zerglings were messing up my Marines and everything, so I don't even want him to be Zerg. And if he's Protoss, he's going to mid-build, so... Really, I really actually just prefer not to have Terran against him if I had a choice, but we don't. It's not a ranked game. He wanted non-SCW. He doesn't want me to ruin his record before this game, so we're not playing ranked. Just a warm-up funsy game here. Tony G gonna try to get his game on, get his game on, get his win on, get some wins, know what I'm saying? I'm eating some food too. I'm eating some spicy little Mexican food, so I was sweating before I started. I was sweating before I even started the match. And then I'm playing this guy. Feel like he's Zerg. Or it could be a Terran versus Terran. That'd be wild. I don't think he's Protoss. I feel like he would Oh, there he is. He is a Zerg. Alright, so we have to play cautiously. Because he's so good. The Koreans, you'll see they'll sneak in every point of damage that they can. Where is he? I'm gonna try to do... Ah! See, look at that. He already got 1 Marine. Wow, good micro, Tony G. Great micro. I wish I could find him. Ah, he got it. Where is he? I don't even know where he is. Ah, the Koreans. Why Korean? I'm glad I'm not playing Move Slayer here in the tournament. He has to be top or left there. That's where I saw the 2 overlords. Yeah, he's got to be right there. Middle left. He really not even... He didn't even... I don't even know where this guy is. Oh god. Oh god. Where is this guy? The Fed's a Korean slayer. The Fed's a Korean. Where is this guy? I only had to build 60 bunkers to defend that confidently. Why is that so scary? He's gonna have lurkers now soon, I bet. Oh, we found him! We found him! Oh my god, he's got a lair already, but he has nothing else. Alright. Let's go. Let's try to do some damage here, boys. Did he kill all of those Marines too? Don't even have stem. This guy is just shaking me up right now. This guy has got me shook, man. He's got me shook. We need to get a thing up ASAP, and we gotta get some Alright, okay. I swear to God. Ah, he's got these already! I don't have stim. Oh man, if I had stim, this would be so much better. But we're still getting some work done. We're still getting some work done. No, we gotta bring these guys back. Oh no. This is the Korean in a nutshell right here. Oh, look at all these Marines I got up here. That's nuts, eh? Alright, let's see. Normally, like, you're not even worried about this, but... like, it is annoying still. Did he really? Could he kill that? I don't know how this is going. Oh, he's gonna try to get that. What did I just research? What is happening? Oh god, oh god. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Not cool, dude, not cool. This is very annoying. Can I beat Mr. Korea? Mr. Korea. Oh god. What the frig? How did he get in there? He snuck in. I wish I had 1,000 APM, 1,000 APM, 1,000 APM. I wish I had 1,000 APM. This game would be much easier. Oh god, I don't even know what I'm supposed to get right here. Mass lurker, eh? I guess that's pretty good considering I don't have any tanks. Let's try to get an eradicate off, maybe. Oh shit, shit, shit! Well, this is GG for sure. I just didn't have enough tanks, man. He was microed so good. We defend, and we did kill all of his workers, so maybe we're still alive. No, he's not good. He's got an ultralisk. Go Koreans. Damn, if I would have just known where he was, had a chance. Had a chance versus a Korean, but he took me out. Oh, thanks. Alright, I think we're gonna get into the actual match now. With a couple more pro players that ain't Tony G. What up? If move. Okay, we'll re. Okay, we'll re. I'll re him one more time. We'll do it, but we should turn the lava lamp on, shouldn't we? Yeah, we'll turn the lava lamp on because we're gonna get serious this time. That's not the lava lamp. This is turn them both on. Got some light. Alright, dope. Tony, good. Ooh, I got a compliment, Tony. Oh god, is that lighting even worse now? I did forget stim. Can I even? I can't. I don't know if you guys can see or not. Oh, this freaking. Alright. Alright. Let's go, Bo. Let's go, Koreans. Mr. Korean. Let's go, Mr. Korean. He did pick Zerg, so we got a ZVZ, a Zerg versus Zerg. Tony might have a chance here. Because I have the advantage of him not knowing my race. We're going to try to do an all standards. Because I got the advantage right now. I know what race he is. I know what to play against, but I still don't really know exactly what to do. I don't want to send my Overlord out because I don't want him to find me any sooner than he needs to, you know what I'm saying? If I can just stay hidden, I feel like that'll help me a lot because I don't know if he went early pool or not. So I guess that wouldn't be bad. Once I get my pool up, I'll send out the Overlord a little bit farther. To make sure I got ample time to react. Oh, there he is. Damn, even was quick enough to pull that out. Now I don't know if I should get more sunken colonies or not. No, okay, only 4 lings. That's not too bad. I got everything covered. This stuff only happens when you're playing against Koreans. God, I don't know what he's gonna do. No, actually, know what I'm gonna do? Oh my god. Oh god. Oh god. Is it really gonna happen like this? How is his leg so much better than mine? Oh my god, this guy. These freaking Koreans, man. I can live this. I guess it's not that bad. This guy is scary. Let's go, Bo. Let's go, Bo. You want a ling? You want a ling fight? That's okay. You want a ling fight, bro? He's probably going into mute, though. Alright, we gotta put some pressure on. He played so greedy. I might be ahead. Oh, that's not good. Shit, that's a lot of hydras. I'm not talking here because it is good. Who is purple? Thanks, it's a Korean. Thanks, player. He's nuts, as you can tell. Didn't even build a single sunken. And this is not gonna work. We tried our best here. We're just doing our best to warm up the Mr. Korean here. Muted will not work. We're gonna call GG. Oy, the Korean, he's pretty good. We will be seeing him play. Hopefully I warmed him up a little bit. Hopefully. Alright. Oh, he's ready. Oh, yeah. If you can beat Tony G, you're ready. How's it going, friendly? How's it going? Arturo Garcia. Arturo, I don't know how to say that name. Very good. Yeah. Dope. Alright. Want me to make? Alright, we're gonna make G2, let's go. Seven, 4, let's go. Tournament semifinals. Gonna cast it. Good to get a little pre-game in. Going. Nice. All right, game 1, best of 7. Jumping into it right now. We just saw the Korean Slayer slay Tony, and now we're going to see if he can do that against Mr. Move Slayer. Thanks will be representing the Zerg in the top left, his favorite race. He chooses Zerg against Tony G and still counters him, no problem. And let me just actually, 1 second, before I start, even though I should have done this before, but I really wanted to warm up, Mr. Thanks. Oh, why is it that coming up? We'll see how it opens up. Mr. Move. I didn't even see what race he was, did I? Let me just, yeah. Alright, there we go. Spammed. Let's go. Hey, friend, JKM. JKM, what is up, buddy? We are here. Why you need money so bad? Thanks is always begging for money in the forum. Move Slayer, gonna be playing Protoss. Alright, so we got a good Protoss versus Zerg. This should be good. Moves Protoss, Moves Protoss is his best race. Thanks is Zerg. They're both representing their best races, and they're gonna be playing against each other, facing off. Let's see if I can open this window a bit. I guess it's just cloudy out. I'm not gonna be able to get much sun. It's just seems to get really dark. Oh god, we gotta move that out of the way too. YouTube, don't demonetize me, even though we're it's legal here. Okay, let's go. Let's actually turn that a little bit that way. There we go. Cool. No chat, TT. He's angry. So we got the Nexus first, it looks like, into the double hatch, or into the double gateway. And we got a pool and a hatch. The Korean hatchery likes to put it over here and likes to build the little turn up there. I was eating before. I didn't plan on playing those games, but you gotta do what you gotta do. What is up, Mason? Welcome to the chat to join. The only way to watch these games live is to come to the Tony G StarCraft because they are not allowing any observers. We got a bit of a delay on, but it shouldn't matter too much. So I'm really, really interested in to see how anyone can take down Thanks, because I have an extremely difficult time killing him. And I don't know if it's just something in my head, if I'm just giving him more respect than I should, or if he's actually just really, really pro. Because I feel like both of those last two games I did have opportunities to win, but I played too afraid or something, I don't know. So hopefully, Move Slayer, he doesn't seem to be a guy who gets too psyched up, too thrown off by playing against Koreans. Probably shouldn't eat and pass, right? That's pretty rude. Yeah, we'll see how he does. Now, going for the triple nexus, so he's going super non-Korean style versus his Korean. He's not going to try to play into the Korean strength. He's going to go to his strength, which is probably going to be a little bit more macro of a game. A very, very quick layer. Thanks does like this. He does play this matchup very similar to the low money. You can tell his knowledge of Zerg is very, very vast, because he has some excellent timings. You saw with that lurker push, even without defilers, he just knew from his muta scout, even though he lost all those mutas, that he bought enough time. That's what Koreans do. They use their micro to buy time so they can get these really, really, really greedy builds in. And it's just really hard to counter, because they have 200 APM. Or 300 APM. You can see I had 250 APM. My APM was way higher than normal because I was trying to play with him. 2 screens. I have a 3-minute delay, sorry, bro. I guess it's going to be hard to interact with the chat. Mike, you have... Oh, you're asking him if he has 2 screens. I have 2 screens. I got the dual monitors. Yeah, boy. So, pretty actually big choke here. He's investing a lot into the choke. I don't see any Spire down. The layer... Spire going down now. So, he is going to go for the typical Korean muta. Very nice wall here. I don't think any zealots are going to be able to get any damage cost efficiently here. The zealots are going to try, though. I guess they haven't got the scout on the full wall yet, so they are still going to try to get some damage done, because when you invest this much in zealots this early, you want to try to get as much done as possible. There is a little bit of a wall here. He does get the little larva egg there just in time. One zealot going to sneak by, but going to be surrounded by lings. Not going to be able to get any damage. The rest of these zerglings, or these zealots, just in a confused state of mind, not having a good time trying to get by. The zealot is going to get by, though, despite that surround, and he is going to scout the layer. I don't know if he's going to see the Spire, but he should know that quick of a layer. Spire will be a lot more important. Why do you have toilet paper in your room? I have toilet paper because, well, for 2 reasons, but mainly because I smoke and I have to wipe my lips a lot. That is the main reason, and you know the other reason, okay, buddy? JKM, don't ask those sly little questions like that. You know exactly why. You know, JKM. Trying to read chat and play. So he's going to add into a bunch more gateways here. Going to get a forge. No sign of any tech yet. It looks like he is just focusing very heavy into zealots. We're going to make sure that he doesn't get countered by any ground units. He does have the minerals, since he did triple so early, that his economy is just going to be super, super crazy. He's going to be able to go an all-out army against Mr. Zerg, and we're just going to see the Zerg's little tricks might not work. He does have... Can you see the toilet paper? How can you even say that? Why are you asking about that? Distracted me. Funny stuff, though. The first mutas are going to pop out. The zealots are here. Lots of gateways. I guess not lots. 8 gateways, which is pretty standard. He must have a good idea that some kind of muta timing or some kind of lurker drop or something is definitely imminent. These Koreans don't like to sit back and do nothing. They're very, very aggressive. So he's going to throw down a handful of cannons, make sure that no mutas can get any kind of economic damage in or harass anywhere. The first muta is going to run in, though, into a bunch of cannons and get 2 of them taken out before they even got to shoot any of their little vomit. More mutas running in, dying. I don't know how you could have 300 APM and let that happen. He just sent in 6 or 7 mutas to their own death right there without doing any damage at all. I'm going to send them back out here now to try to pick off some zealots or something, now that he wasted a lot, like 600 gas. He just through down. We see 2 screens. What do you mean you see 2 screens? What does that mean? You see 2 screens. Let me see what that means. Let me see what that means. You see 2 oh god, we do see 2 screens. What is that? Why is that happening? There, did that do anything? Are you sure you want to cancel? What? I see it now too. What is happening? What is that? Sure. There. Now we should be better. Did it fix? Tell me if that fixed. I think that should fix. Was that going on the whole time? You guys didn't tell me? I don't know. There's a delay, so you guys have to wait a bit, but hopefully I fixed that up for you guys. Thank you for pointing that out. That was weird. I was like, yeah, but I got glad it didn't interrupt the game too much. Anyway, let's get back to this because you guys took like 20 minutes for you to point it out. The mute is trying to get as much damage in here. I didn't see quite how much they did, but he is quickly falling farther and farther supply. He's going to throw in as many macro hatches as he can back behind while continuing to micro his heart out with these Mutalisks, taking out a couple goons. And like this is just any damage is good damage, and if you have the APM to do this, there's no reason not to be doing it, right, while you're macroing up at home. He's keeping an eye on the army while also just being really, really annoying and slowing down move from his regular timings. When you're not harassed, you can get your timings out really, 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 really crisply, and they come out a lot more, they just become a lot more effective when you just aren't being distracted. Every time you lose a couple units and you lose your probe, it's just buying the Zerg more and more time, and that is his plan. These units aren't as important. Like when he threw away those first couple of mutas at the beginning of the game, if this was a low money game, it would have been GG. It would have been over right away. But because this is the fastest map possible, it isn't quite as bad. He can get the a bit of a delay. Alright, distractions. Very easily distracted, Tony G is. The mutas. It looks like the Protoss is going to be at the 10-minute mark. He's going to be fully maxed out, and he's going to have his full drop. So this Protoss build is still very, very good, despite the harassment that he did receive. He went for that quick triple, and he has a nice economy behind. So these mutas definitely didn't do as much damage as Brown wanted. You can see he's definitely down in supply. He is getting up all of his hatcheries back at home, so he is going to have a pretty good Hydra mass right around when this first drop should be coming out. So that is the power of the Mutascope. Not the damage isn't even the most important thing. That's just really to keep an eye on his opponent so he can counter exactly what he is doing, and that is what Zerg's specialty is to just counter. Scout and counter, scout and counter. That is how you play them most efficiently. Their units are best when you have built them to counter because they can get countered really easily. The mute is just, again, keeping an eye out for this drop. The drop is going to be scouted by this Overlord. Very good Overlord spread by the Brown player. Going to make sure that he sees any kind of drops that are incoming. Going to send the Scourge out a little prematurely, knowing that this is the most likely route for these drops to take. But the drops, knowing that the Overlord did see it, is going to go for a little fake-a-lake. Go right down the middle where the least expected, but the Scourge is going to take out a couple of these front dropships. I didn't see which dropship is the money dropship, but we're gonna see if he got the money dropship. One Hydra is gonna go down, it's gonna land, it's gonna take out some 8 drones, maybe more. Oh my goodness, very good drop. All 3 Templars are gonna get drops off. That was very good, not the most, but very good still. Yes, thanks as incredible micro. It's insane. He earns that 350 APM. He wasn't able to pull his drones out to the money, but he still was able to do that very well. These units at the front not being the most cost efficient. He's not targeting these beginning units. He's just moving them in, which isn't the smartest thing. You really want to click and take out these things because they're only there to mess up non-microed units. If you click them, they still do a wall, so the zealots are going to take a lot of damage before they can attack the sunkens, but you just got to target them with the goons. Send in a couple goons, take that out, and then mass in your zealots. It'll be a lot more cost efficient, you'll get a lot more damage done, and you will be happier in the end with yourself. The more and more gateways going down while massing, staying at a very high supply and continuing to get his drops out. The second drop, the drop was a little bit delayed, but he made sure to get enough dropships and Corsair to make sure that even if the drop defense was really good, he would still be able to have a successful drop for the most part. Brown looking like he's going to try to turn some pressure on. At 136 supply, I feel like this is a little optimistic, but maybe with this Hydro Micro, he can get this done. The Hydro Muta combination is pretty good, but this is a lot of gateways, and if these High Templars come up to join this army, I feel like this will not be a threat. This is a little too optimistic, I think, for the Brown. I feel like he's really going to need these Hydralisks later on because his economy, unless it is better than I think it is, I think now he's going to build maybe a couple rounds of drones, but his supply is just way too low. That really isn't going to do any kind of significant damage at all. That's going to take out a couple goons, but he's really going to send those goons into this choke of death anyway. He was not really saving them for anything else than to just fight, so that not doing any damage at all, not going to be the best. This couple Scourge coming out to meet these dropships did take out one before we got in there, but he does have a lot. I wonder how many are full and if the money one is going to be able to drop again. Pulling now the drones, at least 4 stacks, which is quite a few. He does have a lot of drones. He was massing drones back at home. We got 5 and 4, so only 9 kills there. Good pull by Thanks. Excellent micro, but it's still hurting his economy. The dropships here, 1 distraction dropship left. It is going to get taken out. This one does have 1 High Templar left. If he was able to get it, that would have been sweet. But no, Thanks is too quick for that. Not going to work. Pulling down all the drones now back into safety. Red wasn't able to get a choke out. That is another benefit of getting a couple cannons and robotics up here. If they do pull and they forget about it, they're all going to run into cannons and die. So it's just as effective as the storm because you just want those drones dead. Thanks going to try to re-get his choke up. He's still not in a good position. I really don't like that attack that he did. I feel like he could have saved up. He could have just turtled a little bit more to get himself in a little bit in a better of position, but that's just not the Korean way. The Koreans want blood. They want blood. They want to kill, kill, kill. And that's what he tried, but to no avail. There was a very good mass, enough gateways and High Templars and everything back at home. All that good Protoss stuff. That's always very effective versus every race. That's still a pretty bare-looking base for Brown. He is really, like, I guess that's still quite a few hatcheries. I don't know, it kind of throws you off because he doesn't build the base in the most normal way, so it's hard to tell exactly how big he is. But he does have 12 hatcheries here, 12 macro hatcheries, 2 at home, and then 1 at his choke. So it's not the most hatcheries. I feel like Red really needs to keep applying pressure to make sure that Brown just can't get comfortable, can't max out, because once the Zerg maxes out, they can just start hoarding up those minerals, and then it's just going to be easier and easier for them to just max army after max army and build more and more defense. And then your drops are less and less effective because even if you get all the drones, you'll have enough economy to rebuild all that without it being effective too much. You'll have a big old bank. These goons coming in, goons are better in this situation than zealots because they just take a lot less damage. They fight more one-on-one than 7-on-1 that zealots would fight. He does have an observer here, which I do like. 2-1-2 upgrades, which are going to be super duper deadly. This actually, this might actually break the choke. If he can control this a little bit better, he might be getting the Zerg player on his toes, especially with this supply. If he can get this choke, or if he can get this drop off while applying pressure. Of course, Brown does see this. He's going to send out 2 Scourge to try to pick off that money dropship. And even a Queen going in here to ensnare. Oh, that is actually really awesome move right there. That makes him super slow. Wowie, wow, wow, wow. Nice, Thanks. That was pretty Gosu. But as Gosu as that was, his choke is being overrun by super upgraded Degroons. These non-upgraded Hydras do not have what it takes, I think, to fight these goons in the long run in the cost-efficient way. He doesn't have all of these hatcheries rallied either, so a lot of these Hydralisks are getting stuck in here before they can back them up. It looks like Red wasn't continually sending. He likes to do these big mass pushes. He likes to max out and then throw in a nice solid punch in with a max army. Now standing up some Corsairs to clear these Overlords out, he realizes that these drops aren't going to be going as smoothly all game long. Despite having hardly any defense back at home, he's defending these drops great. All of these sunken colonies on the right side have been taken out, trying to rebuild here down on the left. These Corsairs pushing away some Overlords, and again, Brown deciding to move out. I guess his supply now is a little bit better. He hasn't really taken any economical damage in the last little while, so now this one move out is a little bit better. But again, it's only like 12 Hydras, so I just feel like it's not very good. Maybe he was going to send that over here to try to pick up that Corsair and just kind of got distracted, but 400 APM, no excuse. This next max army is going to come in. It should be accompanied by a drop, or maybe he just built some Reavers there. I hope he's not planning on sending those Reavers up for that long walk of shame. It would be really, really, really nice to send out some Corsair and clear out all these Overlords to try to get some drops up here, because Brown, I feel like, is really vulnerable to the drops. He's really, really relying on his micro and map IQ to defend these drops. He's not just going to build a bunch of mass defense so he can kind of not pay attention. Going to try to get the lead that way, but with all of these sunken colonies down, you do not want to be facing a 2-2-2 Protoss army without any upgrades or sunken colonies or lurkers or guardians. This looks like it could be a pretty scary spot here for our Zerg player, not having enough hatcheries or upgrades, really, because I think of that one attack. He just got a little too greedy there. Screen is small. What? Oh my goodness. Screen is small. There. How's that? How's that? How's that? That better? Hopefully fix that too. Just tell them that. Okay. Incoming. Another army defended. Brown is able to hold that off, but the Reavers have arrived. And what kills Zerg, who doesn't have... What kills Zerg Hydralisk faster than High Templars? That's right, Reavers. Reavers do. The correct answer to that very, very poorly worded question was Reavers. Reavers are going to come in here, and without anything else, I don't think he's going to be able to pick these off. I feel like these Reavers will be the death of Brown. Without landing drops, he is going to be able to macro enough behind. You can see he even should throw out some of his probes right now. Protoss doesn't need that mineral economy quite as much as the Zerg does, because their mass is kind of a little bit slower. Zerg, you kind of like just pick 300 larvae, all mutas at once, and they just go with larva behind. Using these mutas, though, to pick off these Reavers. Very, very nice. Pred, I don't think, quite realized how important those Reavers were. And he is going to let them die. These goons, though, have broken the choke, so they are having the most cost-efficient fights of their lives in this matchup. Taking out the Zerg, getting closer and closer to that beloved main. If he just sent in a couple High Templars, just drop them right where these mutas are, he would be able to storm these drones and they would not have any escape at all. Brown has Thanks on the edge. He has him so close to death. Thanks isn't going to give up, though. He's going to continue to battle this out. Move Slayer with his 120 Canadian APM versus Thanks 338 APM. Doing successful, now taking over the map to make sure these goons can get there even quicker. Good stuff. Oh, the drones are even being pulled. You can see Thanks is desperate right now. He's doing what he can to stay alive, but it might not be enough. He's going to even start building sunken colonies around his main right at the edge. But Coco streams live for game. We got the goons dying, though. Move is not one to give up. He will not give up. He will not surrender. He is going to slowly try to transition, even get some guardians. I don't know what I was saying. I got distracted when I typed that. Dizzo. Just got back from the candy shop. Oh, thanks, pause. Hope it's not lag. Oh, D&D. Just strain it. Dude, oh yeah, both of us are on his friend list. Alright, back to the game, back to the game! The goon's pushing in. The Zerg doing what he can. He might be able to actually pull this out. Not enough THC, broski! Ensnare's going down. I want, do the ensnares slow down the shot or just the unit? I'm not sure. I'm not ghostly enough to quite know. But now that he does have these goons out, he looks like he actually might be able to quite hold on to the choke. Oh, meanwhile, he did get a drop off though. Oh my goodness, 39 kills. Meanwhile, I got distracted and Red is actually going to get him. I was so distracted by that. He did sneak that in. Very good. One drop. So he didn't even use the mass drop, I don't think. He just tried to sneak it in with one drop right on the thing. And he finally capitalizing on the little defense that Brown does have around his main. That might actually be the game changer. You see 132 minerals. That might be GG. That could be so close. He's even close. He's been so close so many times to dying, but he has been able to pull this out time and time again. His upgrades are getting better and better, and he does have some Guardians with a couple Sunken Colonies, but this next mass is going to be really hard to hold. He just had to reproduce all of his drones. He has no bank. That Storm got him. I don't think he even saw it right away when it happened. That might be the GG Storm. He, of course, isn't going to give up. He's going to build Lurkers. He does have Guardians. He is going to do what he can to hold on for his dear life, but I just don't think it will be enough. Does he have his Observer? If he doesn't have an Observer, though, he could hold on for a couple more seconds, which could buy him enough time to somehow miraculously hold on to this game. He does need to move up here. I feel like he could even click on that main right now. He's going to target these larvae and make sure that they can't hatch into Lurky Lurks because he doesn't have any observers yet. Gonna pick off this Hydralisk down, which is gonna be nice too. It's gonna stop all of that, but it's gonna make a lot of Zerglings. So all of these hits are very good. Smooth Slayer doing excellent job continuing to apply pressure and drops and everything. He might be able to pull this game one off, taking out the spawning pool, and if he gets the Spire, Brown will no longer be able to produce anything but Defilers and have these units that he does have left. These are killer blows by our Red Protoss player. I feel like he is going to be getting a GG here in a couple moments. No observers though. Oh no, there it is. GG. There it is. Very nice. Just on cue. Just on cue. Tony G is gonna get that GG, and Move Slayer is actually gonna go up 1-0. Very nicely done by Mr. Move Slayer. We're gonna instantly remake for these guys because I don't fool around as host. Oh god. GG, same name. I didn't say it. Maybe I don't have move on my friend list, so I don't know if he thought I wasn't joining. Needs to drop more, you say? You got that sweet drop off. Alright, one second. You guys got of that. Okay. Okay. I have to tell these guys that they can't observe. You gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta do what you gotta do. It's the rules enforced. Thanks. Doesn't want any observers. We do have to do that. I don't enjoy it. I'm sorry, guys, for the boot, but you can come join us here on 20G StarCraft and observe with some commentations. We're just waiting for Move before we go alongside. Hey, Kokanee, welcome to the stream, my man. Good luck, have fun. Jumping into it, game number 2 here. Move has taken out the Korean in the first game, and he is up 1-0 in this best of 7 series. In the semifinals, the winner will be going on to face Mr. Kokanee T, who just joined us in chat, the Korean Slayer. He will have a rematch. If Thanks is able to win, we will have a rematch of the New Year's tournament, which did go to Game 7, which was... that little salty people from kicking. Bam! Gonna throw him with that. I'm gonna throw it down with that. Bam! Do it. Trying to be all polite, and he said no, thank you. Bam! Yeah, I did it. Okay. Let's go. Thanks is gonna be Protoss, and the orange is gonna be Terran this time. We're gonna see a TVP. Thanks isn't going for the mid build though. Surprise, surprise. I've seen him do a Nexus first into a quick Robo. This is quarterfinal? I thought this was semifinals. Doesn't the winner face you in the finals? Eh? Semis? Quarters? Quarter means 4. I guess maybe it is quarter. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? I'll change it if I'm wrong. I'm not sure. We are going to see the Nexus first. What I've seen, what Thanks has done to me, PVT, he went the Nexus first into a double gateway and then Robo, or maybe one gateway, one forge into a robot. He went super quick Reaver drops, Zealot speed Reaver drops, and he was able to take me out before I had my siege tanks up. So we'll see if that's his plan. Also... yeah, I feel like that's what he's going to do. He's going to throw down that very quick glass. I feel like he's going to throw down a pylon probably at the choke to make sure he can't get pressured too much. And a forge maybe soon? Getting a couple more subscribers. Is Marco playing the tournament? 1-0 Move was able to take out the Korean. Canada versus Korea was able to take him out. Winner of this place made. Oh, shite. Okay. So we are a little far behind. Okay, so the winner doesn't play Kokanee. The winner of this plays Mandingo, and then the winner of that plays Kokanee. My B. I gotta throw up the bracket. I was trying to go off my own memory, and that is just never a good idea. We do see the Cybernetics Core. We just have the classic 3 racks into Academy for the Terran player. Neither player has scouted each other yet, but now we will see the first reveal. He is going to sneak in too, find the spot, and maybe get a little peek on what exactly the Protoss player is doing. I don't know if this is a quick Dragoons or if he's saving up for that 200 gas to get that robotics. If he does get the robotics, though, it is going to be scouted. This is a hero SCV getting in here and is going to get all of the scouting at these. That's a little optimistic. Gotta keep you alive, bro. You don't need to get any kills. You're already doing a lot just being alive. Don't die. Just go tab around. We do see that robotic facility up at the main, so maybe, oh yeah, it is going to see it. I feel like it. There we go. Now it is going to see it 100%. I wasn't sure at first, but he is going to see that robotic facility, so he's going to see exactly what he's up against. We're going to see exactly how well he defends it. We do have the forge going down because now that he does see it, he thinks that he can actually apply some pressure. I feel like he might be right, knowing that there's only 2 gateways. If you micro Marines properly versus this little number of Zealots, you can kill them. If Move is going to throw down a command center too, so he's going to apply some pressure while also macroing back at home. I feel like this is a pretty good response. I wonder how quickly he's going to get that factory up, because I feel like the factory is pretty key versus these Reavers. But I guess if you get out here and kill this before the Reavers are even dead, that's going to put you in a pretty good spot. Tony, is the game over soon? I don't know. Come to Tony G StarCraft on YouTube and find out. Is going to be able to take that down. This is actually huge. The Terran player is going to be able to take out that pylon and take out this Robo. Going to be able to stop it from getting into Reavers. And yeah, the Terran player is going to be in a real tough spot. All of his tech, all of his beginning focus, once they get that Robo up, and the Robo just got taken out. No drops, no Reavers. That is a whole half of his plan. He even has a robotics facility, or robotic support bay down, and just nothing to build with it. Oh my goodness. Oh, Zealot's going to take out some of these Marines. These Marines did pick off one cannon. The Marines backing off. Well, but a couple... Oh my goodness, a couple Firebats snuck in here. And they do have stim. If they're able to get this money side, that is going to be close to GG. Oh my goodness, 17 kills. Oh my gosh. Move Slayer playing out of his mind. Only 150 APM, but it's the smartest 150 APM I've ever seen on my life. Why is there such a delay on YouTube comments? We cannot... I know, because I don't want anybody cheating. We have to put on a little bit of a delay. I apologize. It does make the interaction a little bit harder, but Thanks is convinced that us white devils cheat, and I have to do what I have to do to make sure things are fair. Thanks needs this money. He can't get robbed. Oh, but the counterattack is going to come in. I feel like if Orange just micros this properly, he is going to put himself in a humongous lead. And yet again, we're going to be seeing this Korean Thanks fighting back from a huge deficit that his Korean greed has got him into. He does get the Robo and another robotic support base, so he was panicking. There's no way that he wanted two of that unless he really wants the Reaver damage and Reaver speed, because both of them fell behind so quickly. I guess that could be on purpose, but I feel like when your economy is this bad, that is not what you want to do. Move Slayer playing like an absolute beast right now, getting his triple down, getting his economy up, and now he's just going to be massing up his Robos. Oh my goodness, we took off Vision of Thanks. He does, I feel like, need to get his turrets up still, because the one thing that can always throw you off is just losing all of your workers, because with your workers comes your economy, and with your economy comes your army, and if you have no army, you will die. The first drop is going to come out. He does have two Robos, so maybe he is going to go for a very big Reaver drop. A scan is going to go in. I'd wonder if he's going to try to get the Reavers up front. There is no bunkers at front, and Reavers can really murk Marines. So if he does get a Reaver drop up at the front and does micro it properly before the siege tanks get tanked up here, he could be finding himself in a much worse spot. The Protoss player really far behind, losing all of those 17 probes in the early game to that Firebat run by, and losing all of his tech. Thanks, real hurting unit. It's going to be real difficult. The farther the Terran gets, the better spot he's in, right? He just needs to chill. He knows that if he can get up to his mass, that it's just up to the Protoss to stop you. And if the Protoss only has 4 gateways, and 2 robotics facility at the 8-minute mark, it is not going to be an easy task. He is doing a great job macroing as well as he can to continue, or to keep his army supply up. But if he loses this army, he is just not going to be able to get it back up. We did see the Reaver drop here. It's going to try to micro. It's hard to try to pick off that dropship, but oh my goodness, this is the power of micro. If he is getting these drops off before the tanks get siege, he's trying to go for a drop of himself. He's really trying to put the dagger in this coffin, but he needs to worry about at home. Only 12 Zealots and 2 Reavers, but if it's microed properly, the supply you can see is even. If he takes out this tank, this Reaver is going to have free reign. What is happening? The counter drop is coming in though for Orange. If he can micro this and take out all the probes, he it's gonna be close to GG. Oh my goodness, what is this? He's pulling all of his SCVs to stack attack Reavers. What is this? Oh my goodness, is it gonna work? Is it gonna blow up that one? I don't know if that was worth it or not. That was ridiculous. Who does that? Stacks attack Reavers. Oh, that was nuts, but I guess you gotta do what you gotta do, right, to survive. These couple of zealots macroing from 4 gateways, somehow doing incredible damage to Orange, who I thought was about to GG this game. He was like 2 bunkers away from this doing no damage at all, I think. Still though, doing what he can, pulling these workers. He did focus a lot on building these workers, so you never know. You never know. The dropship is getting taken out. Did get taken out by these turrets, luckily, but this High Templar is on a mission and he wants some revenge. He is gonna get over here, but oh, he is gonna throw that down. Only 9 kills, so a pretty good pull by Mr. Orange player, who somehow has himself in an absolutely terrible situation after basically having himself in a GG moment. He almost got the TVP win. He was so close to having this game, but he got a little bit greedy, built a little bit too many turrets, and forgot about his main choke, where the Protoss player really capitalized on with his very, very tiny army. I'm at work watching Tony G stream, goes through level gameplay. Gotta love listening to OG status live streams and getting paid for it. Yeah, boy, Chris Walsh, that's what I like to hear. The only thing better than watching Tony G StarCraft is getting paid to watch Tony G StarCraft. We are gonna get a GG. He does gonna get a little TT sad face because he knows that he threw that game away. He had himself in a awesome situation and he just didn't finish him off. Oh, but no, you shouldn't take away from Thanks. Thanks played absolutely brilliantly. He was able to macro back. Remaking. He's kicking himself in the face. He's kicking himself in the... I don't know, what's the saying? You kick yourself in the foot? I don't think you say. You kick yourself. He's kicking himself in the foot for that. He knows he put himself in a really good situation. Everyone's gonna be mad at me. What? He doesn't really cheat. I'm just saying that. Okay, Move Slayer is gonna be Zerg, and oh, he's gonna be playing Protoss. Oh God, W. Sorry, Premiere. Oh God. Oh no 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 no. He's on D&D. He can't see. He can't see. It is. Yeah, it's the score. Is 1-1. Okay. We are gonna take a quick second while they are. Be right back. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to do the be right back screen. I'm just going to do this actually. Hopefully, it doesn't mess it up. What does this do? What does this do? Actually, I have to put the be right back screen. 1 second. We'll be right back as soon as they're back. We're back. Oh my gosh, 13 people here. Wowie, wowie, wow, wow, wow. Hello, everybody. We are here. It is the StarCraft World Invitational Tournament. This is the, what is it? He corrected me earlier. It's not the semis, it's the quarterfinals. The winner of this will play Mandingo, and the winner of that, we have Kokanee, the Korean Slayer. They're waiting for them in the championship game. So if Thanks is able to win this and beat Mandingo, we'll have a rematch of the New Year's tournament. We see Thanks going for the mid build this time. He is not going to go for his usual, or not his usual, what he went for last game was that Nexus first and to Reavers. It looks like he's going to go for a very mass zealot, probably going to get a Forge. I feel like he's going to get a Forge and push cannons, but maybe just 4-gate if he scouts out that this is a Zerg. The Overlord is going to come out and see the very bad news that there is going to be a bunch of gateways outside of his doorway, right at his choke, not almost in the same it is in the same screen as his hatchery, and he's going to throw down a pylon in a pretty good position. It's going to block 4 spots that the larva is going to push out for the sunken colonies. He is going to have another probe, which is going to stop any more drones that do come out. He does pull 3 out here. Let's see how well he is able to stack against this one probe. No Forge at home, but oh my gosh, Mr. Thanks is going to go all in here and pull up most of his probes. Only 4 probes at home, and one of them isn't even mining. He's really going to try to stop this. He must have had 300 minerals to build at least 3 probes, but there are 3 zealots, but I feel like after those zealots come out, he's not going to have too much. So if Orange does somehow hold on here, he's not going to be in the worst position, but it's going to be really, really tough. That's going to be a lot of damage. Each of these probes gonna dish out 5 damage of themselves, gonna take out that first sunken, and with these zealots behind though, Thanks for having no money really behind, unless he's just really pumping out these zealots here. I'm not sure exactly if he does have enough minerals, but these probes are doing very good target. Zerglings are building up. It's gonna be tough to take this army out. Another sunken colony gonna go down. He's gonna be able to take out all 3 of them before they go out. He is able to sneak a couple of Zerglings by, and he is going to know where Red is because of his Overlord scout, but at home he's losing zealots and zealots, and he lost those 2 sunken colonies. He's only gonna have 1 at home. I feel like this will be enough DPS. Wow, that is pretty impressive stuff, pulling all of these probes here with these zealots. It's risky, but he obviously has done this before. He has this calculated out where he knows that if he breaks this choke, the Zerg isn't likely going to have, but oh my goodness, actually he is able to take out a bunch of probes at home. I was missing that. The Red was microing over here. If Orange is able to hold on somehow, he actually might win this game. The 3 probes are going to somehow take out these zealots, or these Zerglings, I think, but he's not going to have anything at home. He is stacking his drones to maybe go for some kind of base trade. He does do his weird TT face thing, which I'm not exactly sure what this means. We hear the fog. No! The Be Back doesn't have the sound muted. I see it all. Not sure how much exactly. Tony G, I have to ask, do you have a Be right back when you are streaming? You can go blaze up. You may not be able to answer that on YouTube. Yes, that is what I do. It's absolutely what I do on the Be Right Back screen. It is legal in Canada, but I used to just do it on stream. But now I do a Be Right Back screen because I don't know what the rules are. We are jumping into, so that it's 2-1 now. Thanks has taken the lead. He is up 2-1 now. And yeah, that was pretty awesome stuff there. Pulling the probes, very nice stuff. Very all in mid build. When the Koreans mid build, they mid build properly. He's not going to waste any money on extra hatcheries. He knows what he has to do. He takes out those waiting for ready. Once he says one thing. Good luck, Hava. Going into it. Game number 4 here. Mr. Move Slayer throwing away 1 game. I feel like he should technically be up 2-1, but we're not going to take that away from Thanks. Thanks playing his heart out, not getting upset, not getting discouraged by losing a bunch of probes and fighting to the very end, macroing off 4 gateways in a 10 or 11 minute game with nothing behind, really microing his units to perfection. That is the advantage of having 300 APM on a consistent basis. Those Koreans, they go get it. Alright, so thanks. Going to be playing Terran. I haven't seen much of his Terran, but I know that his Terran is super duper solid, obviously, just like all of his other races. But I would say Terran is definitely his weakest. I think I can say that confidently, because his Protoss is out of this world, and his Zerg is out of this world. As Terran, there's not as many options, I feel like, when you're a Terran. You really only can do a couple of things. In the beginning, at least, you can go for that 2, or I guess 3 things, really. You can go for, I guess, 4 things. You can go for a 4 barracks, which is a way later gas. You can go for a 3 barracks, which is a pretty early gas, which accompanies with a armory. Or you can go for the 2 and go for the super duper quick fire bats. We'll see exactly. Well, I guess, and the 4th option is you can go for the gas, one barracks gas into super quick factories. The Academy. I meant to say Academy, what I messed up earlier. The blue barracks doesn't mute your mic. Okay, I'll have to fix that. I wanted to get a StarCraft Fury back screen, and I did get it, but I obviously haven't edited the sound, so it kind of basically defeats the whole purpose of having it in the first place. So yeah, you got to hear a little B-rip today, boys. A quick little B-rip while the game be right back. We're going to capitalize on all the breaks that these players take. Because, yeah, talking for 2 hours straight is a little bit more difficult than you would think. I've learned this. I've learned to get a beverage with me because my throat gets dry. But let's focus on this game. The Terran is about to discover what he is up against. And with this early of a scout, I feel like we might be able to see some kind of cool little SCV pull or some kind of super Terran pressure build, because he is going to see that this Zerg is in a middle spot, so his choke is going to be a little bit more vulnerable than your average choke. This first SCV is going to be annoying and delay this sunken colony. That's just not what you want as a Zerg player. It's just so annoying. You only want to get one sunken colony up pretty much, and this can snowball if he's not careful, but he's able to get a lot of lings up. Gonna make sure that no shenanigans happens at least too early. Thanks is gonna see that, pull back all of these Marines, make sure that they don't get picked off. The Zerg doesn't know exactly where Orange is, but with the trajectory of those first units, I feel like he has an idea that he is from the top and he is gonna go for the corner, especially now that this SUV went down here. That's the little double extra dabs, bro. Get with the times. Quality over quantity, man. I don't know, man. Bees are the best in my opinion, man. Just in my opinion. They're quick and they're to the point. It goes right into your brain. Right away. But yeah, no, you do your thing. Dabs work, brah. Just not my thing. You know what I'm saying, Chris Walsh? You know what I'm saying, brah? The Zerg gonna get his gas up fairly early, and the Terran hasn't quite... Oh, you know what? He is gonna throw down a second gas and his Academy. So it's not the famous Kokanee for drones TVZ, which is a super quick factory push. One Zealot gonna get in here, going to be a little Korean Zergling himself and take out one SCV. Very sneaky stuff. The SCVs are going to attack and save their one brethren who had 15 HP left. Almost died to that deadly little sneak by. One factory at the 4-minute mark, pretty good, right in front of the Zerg choke, but it is it is fairly, I don't know exactly what time that's supposed to go up. Layer is going to go down. So I feel like he is going to have fairly quick lurkers if that is his choice. We will see if he's going to throw down a Hydra's Den, or if he is going to try to go for quick Guardians or try to go for the mass muted counter. There is a couple options, I guess, for the Zerg once you are able to defend. The most common is to get the Hydra's Den, get that lurker, get at least one lurker to defend while you get it to Guardians. The other commoner option is, if you're really panicking, is you get a lot of lurkers and just Defiler with a couple Scourge to defend the drops and the vessels and stuff. But that's a little bit more risky. But it can have a very powerful counterpunch, because if you get a couple good swarms down with a couple good lurkers plopping in, it can be dangerous. It can be deadly for sure too. The Terran player still not doing anything too different. I guess he's gonna go right into one factory, one starport. He this is a little bit different version. I think we saw JDXI do a similar build to this. It's a little bit of a variation of the double factory. You get less tanks, so you're a little bit more vulnerable to Zerg if they were to be massing a mass Hydralisk or something. Maybe a quick drop here, because he's getting the control tower down before the science facility. Usually you want to get that science facility right away, but with this I feel like it might be a potential drop. Maybe we'll get to see some Korean air. Leave the audio, it's very inspiring. Yeah, we'll see how she goes. Maybe I will leave the audio, at least for this stream, since I've already done it. I might as well not adjust it, because especially if I try to fix it midway, I'll probably just mess something up, and then you'll have a double screen bad audio or something. So we aren't gonna do it if we don't have to do it. The science facility going down at home. He is gonna throw down another command center, so he is gonna start macroing up a little bit just in case this drop doesn't kill him. He does want to have some stuff back home. This is definitely a dropship coming out. I feel like these guys right here are in the drop zone, getting ready to be loaded up into that dropship the second it comes out, and they will be plopping right over into this main. And unfortunately for Muve, I guess maybe fortunately, he does have a couple lurkers out, so if he's able to have the proper instincts and put one of those lurkers up on top of his minerals, this could be okay. But more and more pressure coming in the front. These tanks picking off all of those front sunken colonies. Only 5 remain. You still don't want to send those Marines in here. Dropship loading up. We're going to see if this is going to be a GG drop or not. These tanks pushing forward. The lurkers still not burrowed up here. I don't know if they're going to get close enough, but they could. This is a pretty good. That's definitely a good drop here. But let's see. I feel like this could be the GG. The Firebat's dropping on both sides, going to take out all of the drones. And oh my gosh, very, very, very nice little push here. Nothing too special, but he's going to save it all that before the lurkers drop. So he is going to continue to be able to apply pressure. Now just waiting for a detection to get past that lurker there. A couple lurkers at the back. He does have a covert op, so it looks like he's actually going to go right into to nukes if this swarm wasn't going to be good. I guess that's also a good option, because you can nuke harass from the top, which will affect the workers and slowly work down the main. You got to work on your screen view. Wait, why? What am I missing? What does that mean? My screen, I have excellent screen viewing obs. My gosh, I'm not missing anything, basically. Basically nothing. These lurkers are going to protect the Firebats, though, and the dropship is going to be forced to leave, perhaps refill, and come back in. I wonder if this game is going to go long enough for the nukes. I hope so. We do see some Overlord speed, though, so if he actually has drops and these are full of lurkers, we could have, again, another super duper crazy base kind of trade where they both don't have an economies and they both could potentially kill each other with the units that they have left if microed properly. The first nuke is going down. The more command center is going to be built to add on to that. To continue with only 1 factory, 1 starport, and 3 barracks. He's really, really, really depending on his macro. Oh my gosh, there is lurkers in here. 2 lurkers gonna come in to this undefended base. The push is going farther and farther forward. The lurkers are going down. Let's see this double reaction screen view. 4 lurkers are gonna be down here. No detection, no units even close to nearby. So this will take out Thanks economy. He might have to lift some of these command centers and try to collect somewhere else. But he is going to actually send some units back. He is going to try to defend this. This might take away from his drop, but no, he didn't take away too many units. Yeah, sorry. He's going to stim in here now that he's taken out the lurkers. These Marines don't have anything to stop them. Hydras being built now, but not enough gas to make them into lurkers. Even if they do, they might get taken out enough with this super nice drop that is going to take out probably this main. It might not be enough. No swarm at home. Instead of going for the hive, he went for this drop, which could have... it could be the death of him. We do see a nuclear launch detected. I don't see where it is. Oh, there we are. Doing the nuke right on the main. How Gosu is that? We might see it drop before he calls GG. We can see the little nuke right there. The nuke is going to go down. Is it going to do 1,300 damage? Oh, it does almost 1,300 damage, taking out that main. Oh, my goodness. And able to defend that, though his main did fall. It looks like this base trade is going to go to orange. He does have one lone lurker out there. Maybe the Scourge took out that. Close game, very close game. We are going to see a GG move. Did get checkmated there. Very, very, very nice job, though. Able to get those lurkers in and kill all of the economy, but not enough at home. If he was able to get that drop and somehow get a lurker swarm up, oh, whoa. That was a great game. Great game. Thank you, Christopher Walsh, defending my honor versus 4 drones, the Korean Slayer, the mean man. I don't know. I don't have a nickname for him other than the Korean Slayer. Good luck, have fun. We're jumping into it. Thanks has taken a 3-1 lead against Move. Jumping into game 3, 4, 5. Your screen view legit. Thank you. Thank you, sir. I think I catch most of it. I play this game a lot, so I kind of know what to pay attention to. But I'm always open to criticism. So if Kokanee has some viewing advice, I would happily take it. Or at least listen to it. I may not obey it, but I will listen to it with open ears. Move, not the race you want to get when you're down 3-1 on game point. He does have to win this game to continue on. And he has a Zerg mid spot. It's always a little bit frustrating when that happens. You want to do your best, and then you just get thrown a disadvantage. Mr. Thanks is going to get Terran again, so maybe Move has a pretty good ZVT. He was just a couple units away from being able to make that work. So we're going to see maybe if he has learned from that last game, if he's going to be able to do what he needs to do, get those defilers out a little bit quicker, maybe delay that drop just a little bit so you can make sure you don't die. And also getting that drop off, though, eventually. We'll see if Thanks has learned to see if he's going to now maybe build a little bit of defense around his main. The Koreans don't like to do that, but we will see. We will see how this goes. He's actually going to send out this SCV fairly early to scout. That is good. You can it's always a trade, right? You're trading a little bit of mineral, a little bit of economy for information. But if this SCV does get an early scout, in the first couple things, or it even sees the Overlord, I feel like it's 100% worth it. It just feels so dumb when you send it out and then it's like the last spot and you don't see anything and then you just lost all that economy for nothing. But this is going to go out and it's going to do the Korean scout. I don't know if he saw that Overlord, but now he does see the Overlord, so he's only going to have to scout these choke areas, knowing that the Zerg players typically only throw up a hatchery first at their choke. So he is going to take advantage of that. He's going to trust his instincts and he's just going to scout these little choke areas to see if there's any hatcheries about. Oh my gosh, he just canceled both of his barracks. I think once he saw that Overlord, he canceled both of these barracks. Maybe he's going to throw down 2 gas and go right for factory, or I don't know. That is pretty crazy. Oh my god, that is wild stuff. Throwing down canceling both your barracks before having any Marines really. So he is really, really going to do something different here. Yeah, that's real. That's something you see every day. SCV is going to go home. It doesn't look like Brown's over preparing at all either. So I don't know. What is going to happen. He's going to throw down a command center, so not even a factory yet. He's going to throw down a command center, canceling all of his Marine production for an economy. It looks like it's going to be a very, very tech heavy. But now is going to be the question if we're going to see a factory, 2 factories, or if we're going to see 1 factory and a couple starports thrown down. I have seen the Gosu Mambro throw down the Gosu starports before. Just quick skip the factory altogether and just go straight starport. Kokanee is 4 drones. Yes, that is the legend 4 drones in the chat. Mr. Kokanee. So don't BM him too hard. He is a StarCraft Gosu. No, it's Gold SCV is a different person. Gold SCV is a Korean. Kokanee is a Canadian, man. 4 drones is a Canadian. The Korean Slayer is Canadian, man. The SCV is gonna get a scout off here. This is interesting stuff. Interesting stuff. We're gonna see exactly how the Zerg. Like again, the Zerg is really going to be the one that has to counter the Terran. So right now he's doing an awesome job. He's not being over afraid of this Korean at all. Only throwing down 2 sunken colonies and super delayed 3rd sunken colony. I guess he's picking up that since there's not much pressure from the Terran player, that this could be a some kind of non-pressure build. I really want to make sure that Brown this game gets a couple sunken colonies around his main to make sure these drops don't go. But if he fills it up his Firebat, that he drops it like that, I feel like the Firebat might be able to get a shot off before it kills him. So you really do need some defense in these early games versus these Terran players, because they are going to go for your economy for the most part. I guess actually in that Protoss game, he went right through the choke. And he could potentially do that with this big mech army that he's about to build. No starport, so it looks like he's going to go for perhaps a tank Goliath push. He did wait for that armory to finish, or the factory, what is that? No, it is armory, to finish before these guys started pumping. You see these little arrows start flashing when something is building. And I feel like those are going to be 2 Goliaths. It's going to be a siege tank Goliath push, which is going to be super early. And unfortunately for, actually maybe not. Maybe this is actually good. This could be one of those times where a lot of Zerglings could be real good, actually. This could be another really sweet counter. We're seeing some very, very interesting games. Mr. Canadian Move is going to have 12 Zerglings up here in the top right corner. The Terran is going to push out with a very, very small army. It was 2 Goliaths coming out, and this first tank is going to siege right outside of this larvae. And this could be perfect. This could be perfect for Brown. Brown could do this. Brown could do this. If he gets a perfect surround on this army before too much more stuff, no medics here, those Zerglings are going to do a lot of damage. I don't know if he's going to go for a run-by, which also could be good. Just not much of an army for this Terran player, even though he does have a high supply count. A lot of that is in SCV, so the first run-by is going to go by. It's going to see a tank. Brown is going to know that this is coming now. We're going to see how he reacts. Coming over here, let's check if the tanks came. He's reacting. He's pulling the SCVs. He is moving the Goliaths back. This is only, I don't know how many, is that many 12 SCVs? I don't know, is that really going to be enough to fight these Zerglings? We are going to see. No, he's going to run away. Oh my goodness, okay, no more thanks view. Stop it. Stop it. How do I get off of thanks view? I can't get off of thanks view. Ugh. Okay, we're back. I got control again. The Zerglings are going to get, I guess that's what he's doing. He's just pulling the Zerglings to get in a good position to block from this. This is absolutely beautiful micro by the Terran player. I feel like he would have been better off just killing up this army right here, but still, he's going to get himself in a pretty cool little interesting spot here for the most part. Gonna get this Terran off of his original game plan. Oh my goodness, he snuck 2 lurkers in here too. If these lurkers land, there is no detection even close by. He does get 1 lurker down. Oh, he gotta keep that alive. This is super greedy to get that this close. He does get a land. It is gonna be worth it. He does get it landed, and there is no detection. This could be a GG lurker right here. The only thing that he can do is he can siege this up and use splash damage to try to take this out. But there is 50 damage here. We're gonna see if the Korean can do it. That's what it looks like. He's gonna try to do that, but no, he isn't in range of the siege tank. The siege tank, oh, maybe not. going to try to target it. 5 HP left. He is going to be able to kill this with his own. Oh, if he can do it. Oh my goodness, the Korean tricks are crazy. That is going to save him his life. Using the SCV splash damage from the tank to take out those lurkers without detection. High level stuff. This Korean wants his money. He wants his $100. He wants to be able to finish off this Canadian. He knows that these Canadians are super gosu at this game, and he does not want to allow him to live. Going to regain his choke. The Zerg, though, still not out of this. Being able to do all of that damage, that's way more damage than Zerg should be doing to you in these early games. Coming in with a lot of Zerglings, though. I don't like this, so I don't like this. Hopefully he sees that this is not a good idea and backs out. These Hydras are even in front of these lurkers. Just a bloodbath right here. Brown doing these silly things to throw himself out of here. He knows that there's no detection, but you have to micro your units. Oh my god! Oh, Brown, why? Brown now down to 29 supply for literally no reason at all. He did some incredible damage to our Terran player, and then he just threw away his entire army. Oh, no, that is just not what you want to do. Again, he's not going to be out of it, but he just spent all of his larvae in the last couple minutes just massing armies from not many hatcheries, and he just threw it all away for literally nothing. He didn't even burrow the lurker. The lurkers weren't even running at full speed because they were being blocked by slow Hydras. Luckily for him, he didn't send these 2 lurkers in, so it is going to make the Terran at least wait for a vessel. Maybe he's confident enough with a couple scans, but I feel like he's probably just going to wait for a vessel. There's this fine line of playing safe and then giving your opponent too much time. You know you're in a good position, so you don't want to throw it away, so you turtle for a little bit just to assure your spot. But then if you turtle for too long, then you're giving the Zerg, who could potentially be just massing drones that whole entire time, a chance to fight back into this. So, yeah, it's risky. It's risky stuff. It's risky stuff. I just got a text here. 1 second, I'll put you on thanks cam again, even though I might not be able to escape it. If I do... Oh, in 1 second, I'm going to shut my door. If my loud roommate's home. No, I see a bunch of police and shit, though. Yeah, I know. I don't know what they're doing. There is 3 police outside my house. There's only 1 the last time I looked, but now there's 3. I don't know what. I don't know if you can you guys see? No, you can't see that. There's a bunch of lights flashing right outside my window, but you cannot see it. Okay, back into this game. Oh, good. I had it on thanks cam, so you guys didn't even miss it. Oh, I don't like to put the headphones on that little button, because then it hurts my head. Okay, jumping into it. We are seeing thanks move out here. We're still on the thanks cam because how do you escape thanks? How do you escape the cam? I had to do it. I had to like press all these guys and then... No, it still does it. It still does it no matter what. You're stuck in it. You're stuck in it. How is this map control? Oh my gosh. How do you get out of here? Kokanee, how do you get out of the view once you do that? Oh, there we go. You have to click the mini-map. Okay, click the mini-map. We know for next time. The Terran push is going to go in here. And not too much for the Zerg. The Zerg is going to go for its patented drop again. And again, not much defense as long as he doesn't go from the very top. It is not going to be scouted. He did choose a very nice path for these overlords to go through. Only 1 sunken colony and 1 lurker remain. He is using scans as his detection right now. Guardians need to be up. Not many Goliaths. The drop is coming in. Only 3 Goliaths are going to try to punch away at these overlords. These overlords are going to drop 1 lurker, 2 lurker, 3, 4, 5 lurkers, and a couple of Hydralists. I wonder if there's any defilers in here. Going to take out again all of the Terran's economy. Move Slayer throwing deadly punches at his enemy over and over again. 2 scans are remaining, but at what cost? All of his SCVs, almost all of his SCVs will be taken out. That drop is going to put Brown in the supply lead, but he still does have to deal with this army that Brown has been building slowly but surely pushing forward, going to try to make sure this attack does damage coming in here. This army is always so scary though without any lurkers for him. You gotta burrow those lurkers, bro. You have to burrow your lurkers. He says burrow the lurkers. It does look like with all of these links and these burrowed lurkers that is going to be enough to kill this army. And now our Terran player is going to be on his last legs yet again. He seems to get himself in these positions a lot, but thank you, JKM, for the awesome casting compliment. You just interrupted what I was saying, but I can't not reply to those compliments. I love a good compliment, my man. And thanks. Always gets himself in these sticky spots. But if there's anyone to get himself out, it is him. He doesn't panic, and he seems to always kind of slowly get himself out of these really, really bad situations. Mr. Brown, though, is going to capitalize on his advantages and just grow bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And he does have his Defiler Nest done. He is going to hopefully start his upgrade soon. And he should be flowing. He should be glowing as long as he doesn't do a terrible attack like he did at the beginning where he just threw all of his army away for no reason. Getting probably a couple of vessels out because he's still at the 13-minute mark is just relying on his comm stats for detection. The Terran or the Zerg player using his time very nicely and getting himself in a very comfortable position. I feel like, again, this is Move's game to lose. He is in the driver's seat. Click on the menu. Yes. I figured it out friendly a little bit late, but I guess 2 minutes late or 3 minutes late. I don't know how exactly long the delay is, but a couple minutes late. Move Slayer getting himself in a great spot. I keep saying that over and over again, but it is true. He is now doing the pretty right thing. I guess I wouldn't mind seeing some pressure because Terran is pretty good at turtling, but if you have a fully econ Zerg with fully hatched out this early in the game for the most part while doing that much damage, you should be able to land a killing blow. Let's hope at least. 2 Valkyries are going to be popped out. Still nothing here to protect the siege tanks for the most part. He is going to leave this open. Maybe try to get Brown to send in a bunch of units into their death again, but I don't think that's going to be the case. He is going to get a bunch of Lurkers and a bunch of Guardians. The 2 best things, in my opinion. Did it just lose focus? Hey, focus. Focus. There, we're back focused. Back in focus. Tony G, what the score? It is 3-1. 3-1. It is 3-1. This is game point, I do believe, right? He's won 3 now. Let's hear the Zerg and the Protoss. Yeah, it is 3-1. It is game number 5. I do believe, right? Correct me again on the minimap or on the chat if I am wrong, but I think that's right. We see a nice right here. I think this is actually full of Lurkers. Mr. Brown likes his drops. These Valkyries are going to be wary of it, though. Not going to be dropped a 3rd time without knowing. Going to send them out to do their best to find any kind of incoming drops. But Mr. Move Slayer is going to be able to see that it's being scouted with his Zerglings on the map, and he's going to be able to reroute. He doesn't want to lose this, so he's going to send it back home. He'd rather it be alive and at home than dead and on the map. Brown going to be smart here and clear out what he can on this side, but this side does have pretty good defense. I guess if he does use the mutas to like attack right here and just take all of that damage, it could be okay. Brown going to move out now, going to try to get some... to really help its map control. Thank you, mister. Thank you. Thank you. All of the compliments are much appreciated. Arturo Garcia. Thank you very much. We see a nice big stash. Scourge, Guardians, Mutas, all here, ready to do what they can. The Guardians going to be used to take out the turrets. The Mutas and Scourge going to be used to distract the Goliaths, the Goliaths aren't going to target, and the drop looks like it is going to land here out of the range of these tanks, luckily, and a swarm goes down. Oh my goodness, and a swarm goes down. This is going to take a big chunk out of Purple's base and going to leave a nice pathway to this main. It would have obviously been nicer to drop up here, but still, this is a good spot. Still a good spot to drop. Anytime you can get a lurker swarm, it's just a big circle of automatic damage, especially in the base. You're going to take out all of the units in your path. Gonna keep this defiler alive too. Oh, that could be a little bit optimistic. He should just try to slowly work his way up, but you can't get a hole in one if you don't go for it, right? I think that's the saying. The tanks are going to be able to take out these unswarmed lurkers, and he's going to actually take surprisingly minimal damage. That wasn't as killer of a blow as it could have been if maybe he saved a couple of those overlords and dropped them up here, because they would have been undetected, and really only this unsieged tank here would be responsible for cleaning that up. So the first drop defended nicely. He is supply stuck, so at least that is slowing him down a little bit. And he's getting himself... He likes this nuke tank Goliath Valkyrie army here with a couple of vessels. We're going to see... oh, and actually he is going to load up a ghost here and try to go to Nuketown. Nopium is going to be his coffin. Yeah, move down to 80 APM, Mr. Move. Not... exactly the highest APM that you want to be at, but he seems what these high players lack in APM, he makes up for an IQ. He knows his timings, he knows this map, he's been playing it for years, and that's the advantage that he has. Mr. Thanks plays all that low money normal StarCraft, so he has the APM and the skill, but not exactly all the fastest knowledge, all the tricks that Mr. Brown does know. That will be Brown's key to winning the series, is just outsmarting the Korean player. Coming in with a bunch of Guardians here. I only see a couple of Valkyries now going to pop out. But again, this looks like it could do quite a bit of damage. Throwing in another bomb. This is what Mr. Move likes to do. He likes to mass an army, send it in, do as much damage as he can while he masses up another army, and then just send it in. It's not a constant stream, but it's like a constant wave. Waves. Not a stream, it's waves. Wave after wave after wave. Some players like to stream, some players like to wave. And this guy's a waver. These Guardians going to do substantial damage again. Half of these units are tanks, and they do not attack up. Getting just enough Devourers and Valkyries in here to... Oh my goodness, look at this sneaky tank is going to be in here, but it's going to be detected with all of these spores, and it's going to be cleaned up before anything else does it. Enough Valkyrie and Goliath do pop up to clear up all of these army, but I guess with 73 APM, this is why you don't want to stream, right? Because your streams come in little balls like this, and then they literally won't do anything. So he should stick to his plan and be a wave man, because waves work out a lot better for him than his streams. His streams, just not very good. As we can see, again, another army potentially going to go down for no reason. Oh, he does get a burrow down, but no, a nice scan. Not going to... Oh, and then, yeah, there we go. That was a nice good chunk late, but then look at things. 300 APM and sitting in his base doing nothing. Yeah, no, that's what it's all your choice. There definitely is some spamming when you have 300 APM, a nuclear launch detector. I feel like this is a defensive nuke. I don't see any purple anywhere else. But I feel like this has to be a defensive nuke. It's probably there. Yeah, it is a defensive nuke. Gonna just kill a bunch of Zerglings. And not a bad. It's a good strategy when there's a bunch of swarm there, because it's just really hard to kill it. He does need to get a consume out there. Oh, there we go. Ultras coming in. Ultras could do the trick here. Only 4 siege tanks and a couple Goliaths. Brown knows that he does have purple on the ropes. Purple might have overmade Valkyries. We've seen a very Gosu player named Tony G do this before. Get a little too excited with his Valkyries and build too many. If there was just one consumed swarm here, these ultras would be invincible, but they might not need it anyway. Going to go in here, and with the tankiness of the ultras, tanking with the hydras, it might be enough to take out this Terran Korean player. Muve might be able to stay alive. He might be able to pull this off. There might just be too many Valkyries. No army supply at all. And with all of these factories getting surrounded, I don't think Thanks is going to have a chance. He does have stuff on the map, but I don't think it will be useful. A lot of command centers that he did build instead of supply depots. I believe that was the strategy behind all of these command centers. The army just gonna continue to kind of stream wave, a little bit of both stream wave in here. I would like to see. Actually, it doesn't even matter if he just takes out all the factories. He knows that his Terran will not be able to rebuild, and it will be GG. This is 100% GG. There's no way. There we go. GG. GG. We are going to stay alive. Canada will stay alive versus the Korean. We're going to jump into game number 6 now. 3-2 for Thanks. Muve fights his way back into it. And yeah, we're jumping into game 6. Jumping in the game 6. Jumping in the game 6. Muve has to stay alive. Let's see if he gets Protoss in a corner. But Thanks, man, there is no show the upgrades. Ah, sorry, I should have done that. What did he do? Oh, he's watching the replay. Ooh, he's watching the replay. Rip. Just giving our boy a little pep talk here, our fellow Canadian a little pep talk. That move doesn't have in speed in the brains. I'll give him that. For show, yeah. Alright, we're just waiting for Thanks to jump in this. But it's so weird to see. Yeah, it is 78 PM. It is strange to see the 78 PM player beat the 300 APM player. You don't see that very often. Ready? On your mark. Get set. We're jumping into it. Game number 6. Thanks, the Korean, up 3-2 versus Muve, the Canadian. Gonna jump into it. He probably thinks the first drop went around his vision, but the OV's only in the door. Alright. And we got a little kokanee analysis. Everyone, make sure you... I don't know. All right, thanks is going to be Zerg, and he is going to be white. His favorite race versus Mr. Move, Terran. Oh, we're going to be Terran. Let's see. His Terran was super duper good last time. We're going to see again if he has evolved from and learned from his mistakes, and he's able to build a couple bunkers and get his tanks up. But I guess this is versus a Zerg, and he does have a pretty good spot. This spot allows for a lot of early pressure possibilities for the Terran. If the Zerg does get a choke, it is very close, and if you can contain it, you're going to have an easy path to clear right here. You can put a tank right here, and it will clear a path for a potential run by or just a total annihilation. Luckily for Thanks, he is going to choose the right side for his hatchery, or left side, which is the correct side for his hatchery, and he will... That's just going to be a good, lucky first choice for him. We're going to see the double gateway, potentially third gateway going down for Mr. Move Slayer. And we'll see how this game unfolds. Everything standard. We could potentially ×2 this beginning for the first minute and a half until they at least scout each other, because yeah, they're going to be standard city here. Actually, and look at that. Right as they say that, he's gonna send out a drone to scout. You don't usually do that. Yeah, I usually see that. So Mr. Thanks gonna throw down his second hatchery in a weird little gas spot, very Korean. And Terran still hasn't scouted yet. Not much to say. Oh my goodness! We were all insulting Move's APM, and then look at this, 300 APM. He's showing you guys. He's reading the comments on the delay. There is a delay, so he can't cheat, and he has got some APM. If Move can speed up his play, he'd go up several levels. He's already up several levels. But yeah, I do agree. He yeah, if he had 300 APM, it's like the if Kobe had LeBron's body, he'd be unbelievable. If Move had Thanks' APM, he'd be unbelievable. That's the analogy I'm going to use. The first Marine is going to scout out and do a pretty good job distracting these Zerglings from doing anything other than chase them. He will die a bloody death. You do see his head severed from his body in a pile of blood there as these Zerglings ripped apart his body. This guy, he took a little bit of shots, but he will recover by himself. Zerg are immune to bullets as long as they don't blow up your entire body. They can just take it and then recover slowly. Quick layer. We're going to see if the Zerg player is going to throw down a Spire, or we're going to see the Lurkers. Favorite race, white. You like Zerg the most, Mr. Cokes? I need to get better with Zerg. I need to get better with the Zerg. And the Terran. And the Protoss. I just need to get better for all of them so I can beat you guys in these tournaments. And take all your money and then donate it back like Mr. Move said he would do. What honorable people we are. Mr. Move, building up some Marines. Gonna get the double factory inside of his base. He's gonna look like he's gonna go for the Cody break. No armory, just quick tanks. I feel like that's a pretty good choice in this situation. Because it does get pretty quick vessels, which are going to be always good against Zerg, no matter what you say. The Marines here, making sure that these Sunkens don't push out too far. 4-minute Lurker, though, has started in the base. We do see the starport, though, starting right on cue. He's going to have that up right away. He needs to not miss out on his Marine production. Up to 200 APM, Mr. Move Slayer. He is pushing it to the limit. You do, in the most part, for Zerg in that week when you're macroing up like that, you don't need as much APM. Terran, I feel like it does require the most APM, like the most real APM. And Move just doesn't seem like a guy who's spamming too much. Yeah, Thanks is very good. That is very good. It looks like he tried to build a gas here, but it got blocked by one of these guys. Unfortunately, that is a pretty common thing to happen if you don't pay attention, they will be useless. The oh no, that's an armory going down, not whatever, Firebat builder academy, not an academy. He's going to that's actually interesting. So he's going to skip Marines. Maybe that is for Goliath, if he, or Valkyries. I guess that's really the two things it would be built for. Maybe just a potentially quick upgrade. The first tank is going to push in. A couple of Zerglings are going to run in and get a nice surround on this army. And look at that. That is the low money the low money Micro right there. He was somehow able to do that. And if I did that, it would have taken me 6 waves of Zerglings to defend that. So pretty go-through stuff by the Zerg. Using excellent Zerg. We're going to try to get a surround on that siege tank, but luckily Muve was continuing his Marine production, though not constant. He was getting it. It looks like Mr. Thanks is going to try to go right for the Defilers, because he does have the Queen Nest here, just probably waiting for the gas to get that hive, and then he's going to start that hive. He does have 3 lurkers out, which are going to not be the most useful. Luckily for him, he has been able, here's what I'm talking about right here. This is the ledge that you want to siege up on. This is a perfect ledge in these spots to siege up. Just like if you were the Terran here and the Zerg was here, you'd want to tank this ledge. Ledges just are, the only thing better than a wall is a wall to space. Right? Or is it not the pit, I guess. A space pit. The only thing better than a wall is a space pit. The siege tank going to start getting a couple shots off on these sunken colonies. We do see that armory was for a quick Valkyrie. This Valkyrie is going to go in, get some damage done, and also get a full scout off. These Zerglings are going to buy time for these lurkers to burrow in front of this army. No detection out quite yet. The vessel is still in production. We do see one more starport and the third factory being thrown down. Oh no, though. Mr. Thanks was getting a dropship upgrade. That's why he wasn't getting his hive. He was going for the quick drop, and he is going to go for a slow overlord drop into the Terran. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky stuff. This is actually one of Tony G's famous plays, and Thanks looks like he's going to be able to, if not kill him, do significant damage, more damage than you really can handle at this early in the stage. But if there is a series for a comeback, this is it. This has been comeback city. He still doesn't have a vessel out, just waiting, and oh, it's just the main getting lower and lower. More tanks coming out, but we're just waiting on this to pop out. He needs to come over. More lurkers and Zerglings so coming in. Mr. Yellow is not going to let up the pressure. He's going to continue to throw damage at this Terran player. Try to get this kill on game point. Lurkers are going to burrow, but the vessel is down here now. The APM really showcasing itself now. Muve Slayer falling apart, not being able to quite handle this situation properly. The lurker, oh, going to take out all the SCVs, and this could be GG. He is going to give an old TTGG, and that will be the series. Thanks advances to face off Mandingo in the real semifinals, and yeah, the winner of that will play 4 drones in the finals. That was a great series though for both players. Thanks is able to win it to 4-2, and yeah, he will be advancing. He will be advancing versus Mandingo whenever he gets online, and these two are online. I will definitely try to cast that as well, because yeah, these are dope games. These are the best players, fastest players out right now, and I want to see them fight in a best of 7 and win some money. We'll see who the challenger of, who will challenge 4 drones, the runner-up of the last tournament. We'll see if anybody can defeat Thanks. Give them an old TY. Good teamwork by everybody there. You should have made him let me ob Marco. He definitely would have won. Because apparently he'd be worrying about me. Our boy Vulture is fighting evil right now. Oh! Ooh, we have Vulture versus Evil right now. The number 1 versus like number 4 player. The series is over. Thanks is advancing 4-2 over move. He will be facing Man Adingo in the real semifinals. Winner of that will face 4 drones, aka Kokanee T here in chat. And yeah. We'll be waiting for that. If this game is happening, we're definitely gonna cast that. We're gonna cast Vulture versus Legend Evil. Both of them out of this tournament, but both very high level. Evil got eliminated by Thanks, so that is understandable. And Vulture got eliminated by 4 drones. So both of them, those are basically the 2 best players right now in our league, at least Thanks and Kokanee. And they taken out, even though Vulture is number 1 right now, he just has massed the most games. He was able to win 2 games versus Kokanee, though. He was able to do a 4-2. Whenever, for the record, it's Peanut's fault. I'm on this record. What do you mean no? Yes, there is. Okay. I will do right now while we figure this out is a quick BRB. We'll do the old StarCraft one. Be right back. Be right back. Because you guys are weird and like that for some reason. 420. 420 Vulture. Vulture, let us off your game. Vulture versus Evil. Oh yeah, I'll show you what that toilet paper is for. Oh look at, you can see me down there. You wipe your lips in case you get res up. I feel like I do all the time. That's why, brah, you weirdo. I wonder if does this line up to StarCraft 1 or is it StarCraft 2? Let me just jump into a game quick and see. Oh no, I can't even see me now. Never mind, that won't work. Is this the one? Yeah. Okay. This is to play. Alright, just type it in there. Oh, how come you guys can't see that now? There, maybe this is the one? You see my... Yeah, okay, there we go. I think that's right. Alright, we just lost a couple people, but we still have 10 people. What do you guys want to... Do you guys want me to wait for this tournament? Let me see if we can actually, let's see if we can actually... Thank you, shout out to Mamba, giving me a compliment in the chat. That was a really good series. Let's see what Sword's doing. Probably watching a replay. Oh, we got a old chatty chat. I just gotta catch up on a couple things here. We gotta catch up on Facebook. Okay. Vulture. Let me just check to the StarCraft world, see if what their series is at. If they are playing on their names or not. Vulture. Oh no, they haven't. I think they're just playing one game. Oh yeah, I still have food too. I made food forever ago that I haven't eaten. Now it's 2 hours cold. Well, if we can get Pro Bang to give us an update, I don't know if I should just stop the stream now. Yeah, I'm just gonna stop the stream now. If they start up, I'll start up a new stream. I'm gonna eat and do some stuff because I want to keep this as professional. We got 2 hours here, so that was a good. I'll make this video just that one series, and yeah. Make sure, I should have said this when I had all my viewers here, but we lost almost half of them. But we still got 8 people here, so if all you guys want to subscribe, hit that like button, and do all of that stuff. Is it instant now? I don't know what that means. But, yep, if you want to, I don't know, if you want to do all that fun stuff, do it. It'll be much appreciated. Keeps your boy motivated, and yar. So I'm going to end this stream. Thank you guys all for watching. I will start it again if we have Vulture and Legend play. I'll try to cast that if we can. PvZ for Evil. I can't say they're on my friends list. Jesus, you want me with 2 people you guys are asking. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Pro Bang is not giving a good update of that game. But that should be a pretty good series. I will cast that if we get to it. Hope you guys enjoyed. And until next time, yo boy.